Yeah.
It seems like I'm threatened in some way by another person's behavior or whatever, what they're saying to me, and I feel threatened, and I'm like, oh, this person's insane or crazy, bitch or whatever, and it feels threatening, like yeah, I'm in danger, as if.
Yeah.
But what you're suggesting is that I'm interpreting the entire thing like a human being, attacking me, I'm in danger, and I'm making that all kind of like, I'm projecting all that into the situation, and if I just, it's hard for me to see them as something other than a human being who might be threatening.
Yeah, but what are they threatening?
It seems like they're threatening myself, my image of myself. Like,
Okay. So your image of yourself is threatened by a crazy person?
well, I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
it's
I mean, really. So you're saying, look, you've already assessed this is a crazy person, and they're threatening my self-image. Are they also seeing Martians? You see what I'm saying? See, now, whether they're crazy or not is irrelevant. I'm just saying you assess that. See, so obviously something went, wow, you're validating their view of you. And you've already assessed they're crazy. See, so you've invalidated their view, and yet you're validating their view of you, which must have a lot to do with you. Right? See, do you think they're going to attack you physically?
no.
Right. If they're going to attack you physically, step back and prepare. Okay? See, but if they're not going to attack you physically, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Why involve yourself with that? Okay, thank you. Thank you, crazy person. Here, have a balloon. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like Stuart used to say. Said, look, say I create something, whatever, and you come along and you tell me, hey, this isn't as good as it could be. You should do this and this. That would make it great. Okay? Now, I could get upset at that. Well, hey, you're putting down my thing here. All right? He said, but look, that's inappropriate no matter what. Because either one, you know what you're talking about. And if you know what you're talking about, I'm a fool not to listen. Because I can now make my thing much better by listening to you. Because you know what you're talking about. Okay? See? So, getting upset is inappropriate. Or 2, you don't know what you're talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about, then getting upset is inappropriate. You following the bouncing ball here? See, it's like, okay. See, either way, I listen to what you have to contribute. All right. See, either you know or you don't know. Okay. See, either way, getting upset about it is inappropriate. And yet, we tend to do that, right? Like I said, my early days of writing, people would criticize whatever my writing, and they well should have. Okay, I mean seriously, they really well should have. See, and I would get upset about it. It's like, wait a minute, I wrote that. This is great shit. It's like, well, how can you? What are you? You're telling me it's wrong. I don't want to. Whatever. See, but over time, and didn't take too long. It's like, man, I welcomed it. I mean, seriously. See? It's like, okay, what's wrong? Huh. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, great. I see what you're saying. I disagree. I think it's written this way is more powerful than what you're suggesting. Or actually more often, I see what you're saying. Oh, good point. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm going to change this. Okay, your advice, your view. Okay, I see. I can see that could be misunderstood, or this isn't the best way to write. Okay, I'll redo it and stuff like that. You see, and hey, that's worth gold. To be upset with their feedback is, I could agree or disagree. Say, oh, I see. Okay. You say, but I can't see it that way. I see what you're saying. I can't see it that way. This just muddles it up or something. This doesn't help. Okay, so I'm not going to go there. Sorry. See? Or I see what you're saying. Okay, thanks for the feedback. That helps, actually. See? I can see it differently. Because, no matter what, it's very hard to get out of your own mind and your own view. Seriously, it really is, right? See, to get somebody else's viewpoint on something is golden. Even if you don't care, even if you don't decide, don't go that way. You see? Have you ever? Maybe not. You might not. I don't know if you can relate to this, but have you ever written something, and when you read it, you know what you said, and so you read it the same way every time, and then somebody comes along and says, you left a word out here. Oh yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying, right? I left a word out. I never noticed that. Why? Because your brain knows what you're saying, and you just fill it in without noticing it's not on the actual page, kind of thing. You see, and then it's very difficult. See, like you see it. When I write stuff, I know what I'm writing. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Seriously, I do, and I have the experience. So the leap here, right, is to somehow communicate that experience to others in a way they can hear it. That's the harder part. Okay, in a way they can hear it. Right. So I try, but I'm not others. It's very difficult for me to think. And I don't want to, okay, in those brains, okay, see, and so it's like, all right, see? But to get some feedback, okay, I see that, or somebody bogs down and says, I don't understand this sentence, I don't understand this paragraph, what are you trying to say? It's totally clear to me, but obviously not to you, so I have work to do, you see, I see, okay, you don't understand this. Okay, and then I look at it and say, oh, I can see that. I can see that now. I can see that without knowing what I know, you aren't going to get it from that. See, it's not hard, kind of deal. See, in any case, I'm saying, see, this feedback is useful.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider joining a workshop. They're more powerful than you think.